Appreciate you tuning in. Another episode here in Mountain Prep. Got about 18 days to go, getting ready to get everything finally dialed in. Got my food all ready. Got my pack all laid out here. This is everything that I'll take with me for a 4-day hunt, 4-night hunt. Going to try to shed a little bit more weight here and get rid of a few non-essential things, but we're going to go over that today. I made all my food last night. What I like to do is I like to take it out of the original package. So I use Peak Refuel Meals, and inside of this individual thing I get rid of the Peak package and I dump it in a 1-quart heavy duty Ziploc. And I have 3 meals in here. I have and I write with a Sharpie on the outside of the bag what I have in there. So I have 1 elk ragu, that's 850 calories. I have 1 bison mash, 1120 calories. And I have 1 egg, which is 680 calories. I have 1 of these trail mix, which is a mix of some just different nuts and seeds and coconut and some flaxseed. And inside of that, 790 calories. I have 1 other trail mix, which is this here, just some different grain, almond covered almonds, some stuff like that. That's another 310 calories. Then I have a breakfast bar in here, which you can see back here. Then I have another type of breakfast bar right there. I have 1 Stinger in here. Those things are amazing. I got 1 electrolyte pack, and I have 1 Mountain Ops Ignite pack in here. And then I have a half a cup of coffee that I'll use with my jet boil French roast, which I'll show you here in a minute. Inside of this is 4,250 calories. So I have pretty much the same inside of each one of these. It may vary by 250 calories or so. Like this is 4,210, so just a little variation. But pretty much the same thing. I just switch up what the main 3 meals are every day. For example, in this one, I got a chicken curry, I got an elk ragu, and I have some eggs and some tortillas I added in there. In this one here, I have beef strogue, bison mash, and egg. And then in this one here is pretty much the same as this one. So that's 4 complete days worth of food right there. So what I do is I have a bunch of these pre-made. If I'm going to be out there for 4 days, I just grab 4, throw them in my pack. Each one of these weigh about 2.2 pounds. Give or take an ounce or so there. So figuring about 2 to 2.2 pounds of food per day. So these are going to go in my pack. Everything else I can kind of talk through what I have here. I have my jet boil, obviously. I like to take this French roast with me. That's why I have coffee in each one of these packs to make you a cup of coffee. I have enough in each one of the packs to essentially make about 3 cups of coffee a day. And I like it a little bit stronger. So I have my jet boil here, which will go in. I have my 1 can of gas. This 1 can of gas will last me all season, no problem. I have, my toiletries and this hygiene stuff right here. So I got wet wipes, I got toilet paper, and then I have some antibacterial wet ones. Moving into my first aid, I have some moleskin. I also have some moleskin tape. I was going to take this splint, but weight's getting high, so I'm going to leave this out, try to shed some weight. This was the package the tape came in. I took it off, and then I'm just going to have it like this on the actual moleskins, again trying to shave weight. These are for my feet. I have plantar fasciitis pretty bad, so I'm taking just a couple days worth of these, pretty light, but I took them out of the package to shave weight. I'll roll these up and put them in my first aid kit in case I run into problems. I always want to carry with me in the backcountry. I always have at least 1 tourniquet. In fact, to shave weight, just go ahead and do this now. Get rid of the packaging. We don't need that. Ounces equal pounds. Starts to add up on day 10 if you've been, hiking around with 65 pounds on your back. So we got 1 tourniquet. We have a compression bandage. I will leave this in the package. We want to keep this thing sterile. And that's my first aid kit. I try to keep all of my stuff together. So this is going to be for my spotting scope, so anything to do with glassing. So in here, I have my bino adapter, and I also have my phone scope adapter to hook my phone up to my spotting scope. So I keep all this stuff together. I bring my battery charger, and I have 5 extra batteries for my camcorder and 2 memory cards that go right here. Keep those together. I'm also about to empty these out of the packages, but this is for my Tacticam that goes on my bow. That'll go with that. This will go on my camera, and I'll remove the package. Get rid of this. I keep this with all my camera stuff, just a windsock. Now, here I have my kill kit. I was going to bring these extra blades, but what I did instead, I'm going to leave these behind. Inside of this kill kit, I have everything that I need. So I have rubber gloves. I have some rope to hang meat. I have zip ties. Put around their antlers, my tag. I have my outdoor edge. This thing is amazing. If you do not have one of these, I highly encourage it. Also has a gut hook on the back. I have a handful of extra blades. You don't need to bring the sheath, that's just extra weight, get rid of it. I have some 550 cord here to hang meat if I need to. I have all my game bags in here, which are ultralight. And I even have 2 of these pulleys just to make it easier to hang some meat up if we need to. All that fits inside of this lightweight bag. Highly recommend these Backcountry ultralight game bags. Really good. They're reusable as well. Then I can use my tarp, which I'll show you here in a minute, to lay meat down on. I can easily wash it off in a stream. But all this stuff will fit right inside this pouch, and it all stays together for when you need it. I always like to carry a couple zip ties, again, to put your tags on. I've also got some tape if you need it. But
Dad.
Hey, Emily. Alright, so this is going to be our kill kit. Everything fits in here, really convenient. Again, these are the game bags. Highly encourage everyone to check these bad boys out. Alright, so moving on here. Next, I got my outdoor research helium bivy. And inside of here, I have this ultra lightweight pillow as well. You know, some people don't take a pillow. Some just use their, stuff sack for the day or their dry bag. I have a hard time sleeping. I take a pillow. It's worth carrying the weight for me, but that's a personal choice. So that's that. Here's my sleeping pad. This stuff sack, it's not what it is. I actually have a Thermarest Nano Air. I highly encourage everyone to take a look at those. Really good R rating on them. I went with a cheap sleeping pad rather in the past. I can tell you it's worth spending the money on a good one. It's part of a sleep system. You're going to get real cold on that ground real quick. Spend a little extra money on this. I highly encourage you. But I did just use this stuff sack just to kind of compress it a little bit. This is the other part of my shelter. I'm running a ultralight tarp. Everything's in here. I have my stakes in here, all of it. And this will double up as protection from the sun if it gets hot. I'll get under this if it starts raining. I can lay my meat down on this, and it all fits right here. For my sleeping bag to complete my sleep system, this is the Nemo Sonic. It's rated for -20. It's got the thermal gills on it. You will not get cold in this bad boy with that Thermarest pad. Highly encourage everyone to check this out if you're going to be bivvy hunting, which is what I'm going to be doing. For water filtration, I got the Platypus here. I also carry with me this Life Straw bottle, and then I have a backup Life Straw in my pack as well. I know that that's not needed, but these sometimes will freeze and the pumps will clog, this will clog. It's always good to have that backup with you. So this is my water filtration system. Set my food down here. I always carry an extra release with me. Without this thing, the hunt's over, right? I use a thumb release primarily. I do use this as well and practice with it throughout the year as well, but I always carry with me an extra release. If that thing breaks or you lose it, your hunt's done. Just carry the little bit of extra weight. I have this Allen here, however, I was thinking about it a little bit before we started shooting. I'm going to get rid of this, and I'm just going to get the 2 Allen sizes that I need to shed weight, put those in my pack, and I'll get rid of this, keep weight down. 3 things I highly encourage everyone to take with you, and a lot of people won't think about it. Always take with you some chapstick. You're going to need that. Your lips are going to get chapped up there. Take a little sunscreen with you as well. And if you have allergies like I do, make sure you take some allergy medicine with you. You don't want to be miserable in your entire hunt. I have a heart condition. I have a stent in my heart. I haven't had any problems. It's been 6 years, but I always want to be cautious of that. So I take me a handful of extra strength aspirin with me in case something would happen. I could chew these up. So that will stay with my lip balm and my allergies. I don't put it in my first aid kit because it's not as accessible. So I want this to be more accessible. Here are my tags. Those will go on my bino harness right in the front. This is where I keep all my calls, and this will attach to my bino harness. I'm also running this bad boy, so if we need to put on a cow party, I got a diaphragm call. I have this bad boy, and I have this bad boy. So we'll be able to put on a cow party. Let's see, my bino kit, I always have this little tool here for my arrows as well. Just helps, I run nocturnals. So if we do end up getting lucky and getting a shot, this will help me deactivate it. Run the Vortex bino harness with the Vortex Diamondbacks 10 power. I have the Rocky Mountain bugle tube I've been running, and then I have the Vortex Diamondback spotting scope. I have the Black Diamond trekking poles that I put in here. I got the First Light liners and the guide gloves. And then I like to carry this with me if you're sitting down, if we're glassing or taking a break. It's just a thermarest seat. Instead of carrying around an extra sleeping pad or like an accordion style sleeping pad, I just throw this bad boy in there. For my clothes, I made the change this year to First Light. I still have a Kua guide jacket, but I'm running all the First Light gear. I have their lightweights, I have their medium weights, and then I have their outer shell with their hoodies. So I'll be running that this year, and I put all my clothes inside of this compression sack slash fill up bag. It'll help you fill up your sleeping pad. Also acts as a dry bag to keep all my clothes dry in case it rains. I run 2 extra pair of socks. These are Farm to Feet hiking socks. Go check those bad boys out. Super comfortable. And I keep all of that right in here. I have a headlamp, and then I have a backup light. I will add 1 extra flashlight, which I don't have out here right now. That's more like a very bright spotlight, but it's super small. It's like this big, very light. That'd be my light source. And then last 2 things I'm gonna have is my battery box here. Carry this bad boy with me. I can charge my InReach, my Garmin InReach, which I didn't cover. I can charge my cell phone, I can charge all of my camera equipment, and it's got a solar bank on it as well. Then last, I have my boot gaiters. I carry these with me as well in case it gets rainy, we hit some snow, whatever. This will keep your pants dry. I highly encourage you to bring some boot gaiters. But that's it. That's my packing list. What I'll be wearing. If it gets too cold, I will also add in this heavier weight base layer by First Light. But you know, I'll bring this with me. It's something I'll have in the truck, and if it's not too cold, I won't bring it. What's cool about these is they're zip on and off, so you don't have to take your boots off. It's super convenient. Boom. I highly encourage everyone to go check out First Light. They have just bad to bone merino wool gear for base layers. This will be my outer shirt right here. Super comfortable, very breathable merino wool. It's got a hood on it. I got another one that's got a zipper right here, and I have my pants as well that I'll be wearing that are First Light. But again, this will stay in the truck unless it gets pretty chilly, and then I'll add them to the pack. But I'm just trying to keep weight as low as possible. But that's my pack. I'll get it all packed up here, and then I'll check in and let you guys know what the final weight is. I'm shooting to be below 50. I'd like to be below 45. I just don't know that I'm going to be able to get there. But I'll see if there's some other things that I can shed here too. All right, everyone. I got everything packed up. I just weighed it. I'm sitting at 49.2 pounds fully loaded. So I figured 2 more pounds for the camera, about 1 pound for the tripod. So we got about 3 pounds there. I got a couple pounds here. So all in weight, I'm sitting, right about 55, 56 pounds, not counting the bow. That's pretty good. I think I have a little bit more I can shave off of here, maybe another pound, but everything fit perfect. I still have plenty of room. If I wanted to add in, more stuff, for example, the heavyweight clothes we talked about, I could add in here, no problem. Everything compressed really well. This is the Mountain Prep Predator bag. It's ultra lightweight with a carbon frame. It's a 65 liters, so it fits pretty much everything you need for a 4 to 5 day hunt. I've added in these 2 extra pouches here that I had from when I was in the Army. I just keep things right here that I need really accessible. Like I got my jet boil in here. I have my tarp in here, so if it rains, I can pull it out real quick. But you see, everything fits in here, no problem. I think that there's a couple more things we can do better on this, and I'll work on that the next few days. But this wraps it up for us on Sunday. Got a good workout in today. Got 18 days left to go. Just completed a really good training session. Feeling pretty good right now. It is hot as hell in Houston. Sweating like crazy here in the dungeon. So I'm going to wrap this thing up and call it a night. I appreciate everybody tuning in, and please make sure you like and subscribe.